Ladies and gentlemen, it cut. I'm gonna be back now. I need to get something. I'm not feeling well. Perhaps in 20 minutes, but I'll leave you with this trade. Let's see how it plays out. Wish me luck. I'll be back. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back like I never left. I'm here, guys. So the trade it's going quite well, but let's see if we're gonna hold that fair value gap and we continue higher. Just want to get myself something to chew and what do you call this? And an ice cream. I have an ice cream. When I eat ice cream on a stream. Do not forget to like and subscribe. I'm also watching a game. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Also watching a game, guys, so bear with me. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Come on, man. I'm just still looking for that favorite cap to hold. To look for higher prices, that would be the best. Chiefs, like my team is playing nonsense and my trade does not have one good distribution. That's a good move. This week has been a 1 week that don't feel like trading. I feel tired. I do love the move higher. I do love the move higher. So there is this line that I've marked here. That's a 1:2. I can consider it taking profit there. But if it gets here with good momentum, perhaps we can look to go over it. But for now, that's what I'm looking for. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. This radio is loud. I didn't know. Um, this market does not want to do what I want. Hey, should I call it a day? Oh, shucks. Look at what I'm showing you. Sorry. Might call this an early stream, guys. Okay, while waiting for this, let me show you for things that I'm looking for in a trade that I have on a long-term trading basis. I'm considering buying US30 long-term, but let's speak about what I have. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Firstly, let's speak about what I have. There's a lot of momentum though. I'm long here. I got onto the trade. It looked promising and rejected on that support. I think this is a very strong resistant area. Sorry. I think this is a very strong resistant area here. Though I am long, I just wanted it to hold above, then I was gonna move my stop loss, but that didn't happen. And given what happened with the news, so let's go over it. So there is news that happened. I will just leave unmark this. So there is news that happened with this trade this week, and the only thing that are bullish right now, as you can see, just take this here. The only thing that are bullish right now, really now, can't do that. Ah, shucks. Sorry. Let me just quickly get this right. Just want to talk about this. Then we call it a day. So as I was saying, we got news this week. Come on, this thing is loading. Let me watch Real Madrid. And let's see what we have and speak about the news that happened this week. Just want to see. On a Real Madrid and Juventus. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah. So I'm just putting in. So British pound again, the Australian dollar still bullish. By the bullishness, I love the indices. It looks like we are more of risk on asset right now. So we are more of risk on asset. And given what happened, we got the, but it will be easier. We got the news. Just quickly do this. Um, around market sentiment, I want economic hit map per month, the UK. So the British, we got CPI that was low that could have affected. So we got CPI today and PPI. You look at CPI, which is, it can be bullish because we got about 3.4%, which is quite high. But my main focus here at CPI, my main focus here at CPI, we got, yeah, my throat. We got CPI at, the focus was 4, but we got exactly lower than that, exactly the same like this month. Even though it did go high. I need to stop the stream. I'm not feeling well. But it's lower than what was expected, which is quite bearish. Which is telling you that it's good for the stocks in the UK because inflation is not, and for the food prices, inflation is not really too high, but still quite high at 3.8%, still quite high. That these two values here, which are bearish, um, have caused a bit of, we lost a bit of strength in the British pound, comparing it to any other thing. Oh God, sorry about that. So that's one thing which I wanted to highlight here. That's why we lost a bit of economic data. However, I need to look at New Zealand economic data because also it looks like we have lost the bullishness that Australian dollar against the CAD. It was, even though it's 50-50, we have not gotten any recent data besides CPI that was as expected, which has increased from 2.7% to 3%. Yes, it came as expected. However, long term, that could boost the currency itself, as maybe they might have to keep the interest rate the same or eventually cut rates. But the trade I have also, it's linked with the Canadian dollar. So PPI, Canadian dollar PPI came out extremely high. So it looks like Canada, we are now starting to see an increase in inflation. Remember, at some point, we're at 1.9%, for which I was saying I am worried about that. That could be very bearish for the currency itself. But now, looking at it, we are coming in too strong with high inflation data. Employment came out lower. PPI came out a bit. That was the only thing that was quite higher than expected, but CPI was lower than expected. So that was bullish for the currencies. And these are the latest data that we got. These are the latest data that we got. So let's just look at, just wanted to look at sub scanners. I just want to see something. Let's look at the top setup, then we can look at the technicals. The British pound, British, like, that's why the British against the dollar as against, that's why the New Zealand against the CAD has lost a lot of strength because of what I just explained. The difference now between the Canadian inflation, that it's slightly stabilizing, and that has pushed more into the currency itself. It's very variable. We have moved from 1.9 CPI to 2.3, which is extremely good. So now USD and USD CAD is the only bullish one. GBP AUD, so basically I'm more lying on indices. However, besides that, when I look at the indices, don't look at the day trading setup that I have. Oh, shucks, it is just, yeah, okay. I didn't want to enter a trade there because it didn't make sense. So perhaps if it moves lower to hold that support, I am going to look for longs. If it holds the support, yeah, I am going to look to buy Nasdaq or let me see Dow Jones because I had a limit on. So entirely I've missed the trade, yeah, entirely. I was looking for a trade, but that didn't happen. But with that being said, man, there's nothing much happening. Oh shucks. With that being said, there's nothing much happening here. As I said, I will look Nasdaq. It's a bit Nasdaq. It's a bit overstretched. I was looking for. I'm not gonna enter a trade there, and for me to explain why, that's because if you enter there, your stop loss will quite be far. I only wanna use this low as a stop loss. So I'm more comfortable in looking for shorts as we come back to hold that support. Take out these lows, hold that support. and then perhaps we can reject that and look for longs with also S&P 500 is quite high as well. This is quite far for it, but I'm still looking for lower retracement as much as I'm generally I'm generally bullish for indices. I am just gonna wait for for proper setup, and I think tomorrow I'll speak a lot. I think tomorrow I'll properly trade and speak about macroeconomics a lot so that you understand what do I look for before I enter a trade, because the public sentiment now might have shifted. That is why now we could get a lower, and the US trade deals now are coming through. Look at gold. So gold in 2 days. Let's see what gold did in 2 days. Gold in 2 days, it's down about 8%, 7% in 2 days. For it to get to where I want, it's about 14% down. So, but for now, we are moving into risk on assets. The US China trade deals coming through. Another thing I think that I'm pushing us to move into risk on asset, a bit stability in the market towards the final quarter. And we all know that the final quarter of the year, we have good earnings. There is good buying happening in the market. So stocks tend to perform quite well. So I think let's just look at the public sentiment here. Where is the public? What is the public thinking? I would love to see the public sentiment before I change anything. Let's see. Market sentiment. Tell retail put the call ratio. Put to call ratio. Let's see the put to call ratio. If it's very bearish. So look at that. There's something wrong here. Let me look at Nasdaq. I'm the- is it me or this thing is zoomed? Okay, I'll sort this out on my own time. Sorry. It doesn't wanna change. So I'll sort this at my own time. I don't know why it's like this. I don't know why it's like this. Anyway, so the put call ratio is a bit neutral. If we look at yesterday, a day before yesterday, we were quite bearish on the market. Yes, the market did sell off, but now we are neutral. So if there is high call volume, which is very bullish, maybe the retail sellers might be caught. But let me see the retail sentiment. I don't like that. I don't know what's happening with this. Retail sentiment, you look at, let's look at S&P 500, extremely bearish. And that's when it is bullish. But the retail sentiment is telling us that they're extremely bearish, which is, yeah, I don't know, it's something else. So this what happens with retail is they jump on a wagon of, oh, now everything is bearish, let's jump onto it. Everything is bullish, let's jump onto it. So that's one thing that we should be noting, because when you look at retail sentiments and when retail is very bearish, just know the market might flip bullish. It happens a lot. But let's go back to day trading. If you have, do not forget to like and subscribe. Here's my trade. It's looking quite good. Move my stop loss to break even. But yeah, man. Trade is looking sad, man. Here's a trade. It's looking good. I could move my stop loss below this low and allow the rest of the trade to happen. and call it a day. But let's see. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am tempted to move just to secure a bit of profit. Let me see how much that will be in terms of brand value. It's fine. Fine. Let me wait outside before I end the trade. I just will be watching the trade and see. We still have about few minutes before the top of the hour. Perhaps something will happen. Other than that, this is the trade that I have. It's looking sad, man. I can't complain about it. It's a very good trade. I don't know if I should leave here. Remember, I'm watching this high and that high. So this high will be my take profit or that high. I'm still yet to decide. So basically, this high of the lunch hour or 50% of this AM session range. So, yep, let's wait and see. But I'm tempted to secure a lot. I'm gonna call it a day, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I love. Okay, thank you so much, guys. The trade is running. I'm gonna wait if yeah, I'm gonna wait before 10:30. If nothing has happened, I'll close on profit. Or non- I might allow you to sleep overnight. I'll tell you because they're hearing you here. Billion, billion, gazillion, trillion. I'm joking. So thank you so much, guys. I'm just on a call with my wife, and then I'll be with you. Oh, see you tomorrow. Good night, guys. Hope by tomorrow my flu will be better. Okay. Good night, guys. Have